You are very important to Bitcoin, much more important than you might think. There's a major shift happening in the world that I believe the majority of people can feel. It's becoming more and more obvious, and something needs to happen, and something is happening. And when you educate yourself about Bitcoin, read that Bitcoin white paper, you begin to understand how important you are to what is happening. With that being said, welcome back, go getters. Let's get it. So, before we start, I did want to bring up this chart and take a look at what the altcoins are doing. And this is the total crypto market cap minus the top 10. And as you can see here, it also has formed a really nice cup and handle here. And if it plays out the way I think it will play out, excuse me, then we're gonna see some really nice fireworks with altcoins. Anyway, well, let me just show y'all real quick the top 10: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, XRP, BNB, Solana, Doge, USDC, Cardano, Tron. Let me refresh, make sure this hasn't changed. Yeah. And just to throw this in here, this is a little off topic, but Sui is a fairly new token, but I believe Sui could overtake some of these other ones, like definitely Tron, possibly Cardano, possibly USDC, hell, maybe even Doge. I don't know. It's doing really well, and you as you can see from this chart, I mean, man, this thing started. It started pumping back in September of 2024, and it's just been doing great. I don't hold any Sui. I should have bought back here, but I didn't. Anyway, uh, just something to think about. This is a good, what I would consider not financial advice, but this would be what I consider a good play for this bull market. If you're looking to make, a couple of X on your money. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin held the line, that 91 to 92K level. If you've seen my videos before this, you will see how I talked about that. I think it's going to tap this line a couple of times until about the 20th before it starts to actually take off. And there's still a chance that it could come down to this 80K level, but I don't think it's going to actually close down here. It could, but I think what'll happen is it'll create a wick, and it's going to take some kind of event for this to happen. But it's possible. But for the time being, if things stay fairly normal and nothing crazy happens, after the inauguration, I believe Bitcoin is going to start to go back up. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is what I bought during this dip. So I bought some more Pingu. I believe Pingu is going to do really well in this bull run. I bought some more Ponky. I think it's going to do really well. Some more Degen and some more MAD. So I don't know what these tokens are going to do, and obviously I'm not saying go out and buy these tokens. You got to do your own research and check them out and just look into them. So you, yeah, you're much more important than you think. And when you get involved in Bitcoin, when you get to understand what Bitcoin has done just in its little bit of history since 2009, um, you'll understand why I'm saying that you are playing a very important role in what Bitcoin is doing. And it's not just for Bitcoin. I mean, this is going to affect the world. And so you are going to affect the world, even if you just buy a little bit at a time. Just buy it, hold it for the long term, and you'll see what happens. But that's my belief, and I think that if you start to do what I'm saying, educate yourself on Bitcoin and understand, what this neat little asset is doing, you're gonna have something in your back pocket that you can rely on, and something that I think is going to continue to just make changes to this system that we currently live in. So, just to get a clear understanding on why I think you getting involved and getting to learn about Bitcoin is very important, is because Bitcoin is doing this thing, and this thing that it's doing is very I don't know how to I don't know if there's a word for it. I can't think of it if there is, but it's doing something that was not possible for a long time. And it's taking on the biggest industry in the world, the industry that runs all our lives, and that's the financial industry. So it's taking on all the central banks of the world, the Federal Reserve, the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and the Bank of International Settlements. I mean, when when you understand how big this is, there's no going back. There's no going back, because once you learn about this information, man, it's awesome. It's awesome to see this happening and to be a part of it. And all you got to do, you don't got to buy a whole lot. You just got to buy like $5 worth of Bitcoin. That's it. $5 at a time. Just keep buying and get into this community and be a part of this, what I would consider to be a silent revolution against a system that's been so corrupt for so long, and a system that's been built for just the wealthy and the megalomaniacs of the world. Um, and right now, you can take part of this. All you got to do, buy Bitcoin, continue to buy Bitcoin, and hold it, preferably in an offline wallet like a Ledger, which I'll link below. And yeah, be a part of this. Educate yourself. Educate yourself on Bitcoin and look at the history of what it's done and where it's come from. Read that white paper. It's important. Just make your foundation and understand that this is a major thing that's happening. And once you do that, I mean, I think once you've gone into the rabbit hole, so to speak, there's not gonna be any turning back. And whether we like it or not, we are going to go through a major change, and it might hurt a little bit. There might be some crazy things that happen during this change, but buy Bitcoin, just $5 worth. Get in and be a part of it. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Until next time, peace.